I've been playing a lot of Marvel Snap, and that's been good and bad at the same time. Mostly bad, I think.
Yeah, it's getting harder.
It's getting harder.
People are getting better.
And people are just jerks. So
like what?
I don't know. It's like when people when you're playing and someone does that stupid snap thing. Like, hey, do you want they snap? I'm like, I don't want to snap.
Right.
If I want to snap,
I'll snap.
Yeah, or they do
pressure me.
Yeah, or they do that fist bump after they win. Like, I don't need you to brag about that. Like,
right?
It's just you're playing with children probably, so it kind of gets on my nerves.
Yeah, that's a little annoying.
Other than that, just nothing much.
We're going to do something different today that we haven't done before, though.
What are we doing?
So we're talking about ranking all of the movies in Phase 1 through Phase 4 of the MCU,
which is all the movies, right? Yeah,
all the movies, yeah. Mm-hmm. So far, but you've got a new way to do it.
Yeah, we're going to rank them based off of bracket. So it's sort of like if you like March Madness or if you like the NFL draft and stuff like that. Well, I don't know if they do it in the NFL draft, but it's like it's like a battle. So Avengers versus Shang-Chi, WandaVision versus Iron Man. So it's not just the movies; it's also the TV shows, which I think is actually pretty cool. But I think the TV shows probably have an advantage, which is fun. And then
we're doing this on bracketfights.com.
Yeah, we're going to share you the link so you guys can do it at home. And I think that Mike's trying to record it, which is also going to be something cool.
We'll see if that works. Maybe not.
Hopefully it will. I'm worried about it. And then we're just going to do it, man. And hopefully it's going to be fun. And we're going to have
doing it live.
Yeah, doing it live. We're going to have a lot of disagreements. And hopefully at the end, we can prove that I am right and Mike's wrong. Hopefully.
All right, you are definitely getting us started on this one. You're gonna start us off.
First up is Avengers versus Shang-Chi. Avengers, the very first Avengers movie versus Shang-Chi. Which movie's better?
I don't remember a whole lot about the first Avengers movie. That one was
crazy.
That's directed by Joss Whedon, right?
Yes, it's by Joss Whedon with an entire show about
Joss Whedon.
Is it Joss?
It's Joss. Joss.
I always thought when people call themselves Josh, it's just Josh, but they want to be called Joss. So I never called anybody Joss before. I've never said that word before.
I mean, he's the only Joss that I know.
Well, his name's Josh.
No, it's Joss.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not. Nobody's name. That's not a name. But anyway. So okay.
So yeah. So he directed that one.
Yeah, Avengers, and then we got Shang-Chi, which you should remember.
Shang-Chi.
Very well.
Yeah, I remember that one very well. It's pretty recent.
This is easy for me.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm picking Shang-Chi. Yeah, boom.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I mean it's a far more enjoyable experience than the Avengers movie was great. And I think you could probably give it points for being historic, for being the first movie like it.
It was good for the time.
It's good for the time. I think it holds up still. I'll still watch it, no problem. I think the last half hours action packed and fighting aliens. You can't really beat that.
I'm trying to think of what your favorite thing from the Avengers would be, and here's what I think it is. I think it's does this happen in the Avengers? I think it does. Thor's hammer hits Captain America's shield in that movie?
It does, but that's not my favorite thing at all.
Oh, okay.
My favorite thing is when Bruce Banner turns into the Hulk and then punches that big alien ship thing, the flying dog ship guy, and punches him in the face. That's like my favorite thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's so cool because the Hulk's so powerful. Anyway, which one are you picking? Shang-Chi too?
I'm picking Shang-Chi, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go with that.
Yeah. All right, we're moving down the list. All right. We've got WandaVision versus Iron Man 3. I think this is interesting. They're putting the shows in here. And
the shows are in here, yeah.
Yeah, and which is fine with me. I think that's fine. But I mean, I would watch.
Also, we're doing all of the
everything,
of the MCU,
man.
Yeah,
doing the entire It's going to be a whole long thing.
But all of the shows are in Phase 4. The movies are Phases 1 through 4.
Yeah, so we're doing it. So I'm thinking that when I'm looking at Iron Man 3,
this is tough, man.
Iron Man 3 is not a good movie. It's not that.
Iron Man 3 is that's the Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's what you keep saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which is not.
And WandaVision is the TV show that completely changed itself halfway through.
Yes, it was. It was kind of not. It wasn't brand new, but it was the first.
It
Disney
starts
Plus.
out very interesting and kind of experimental, and then it goes into, okay, now let's start following the Marvel formula.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was the first Disney Plus movie. I mean, Disney Plus show ever.
Yeah, it was the first one we saw. Wait, was it? Yeah, it was. Because I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to be the first one, but
they had to change it for a host of reasons.
Right.
This is easy for me too. I'd much rather watch WandaVision than Iron Man 3 any day.
Really?
Yeah.
100%. It's kind of tough for me. It's kind of tough for me because I really like the first half of WandaVision. And I'm kind of about the second half of it.
If you wanted to sit down and relax, or someone gave someone,
I'm gonna watch Iron Man 3. I'm gonna watch Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3 is not good, but okay.
I mean, if it's down to which one do you want to rewatch? WandaVision or Iron Man 3? Yeah, I'm gonna watch Iron Man 3.
All right, okay, all right. Now down the list we go. We have and these are random, by the way. This is not, people didn't put these together as like this versus that on purpose. These are just randomly smashed together, which is interesting. We've got Black Panther, the original first Black Panther versus Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I just completely forgot how to talk right there.
Yeah. It's kind of a tough one, but it really isn't.
No, it's not. It's Black Panther all day long. The first Black Panther is a great movie. It's really fun to watch.
Right.
Chadwick is just great in it, of course. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier, even though it had good action scenes and stuff like that, the story and the plot had some real problems that you can't ignore. I guess it's
no chance, really. Yeah,
it's a real hard show to watch because you can see some glaring problems with it. Even though they did the best they could, I don't know if people remember this, but there's a whole virus storyline in the show that they had to edit out because we were in the pandemic at the time. And
yeah, I mean, like it doesn't show up. We don't see the virus storyline.
Yeah, and so like you can't edit something like that out completely without having some problems. They, to be honest with you, they should have left it in, and they should.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah, it
dealt with
it.
I mean,
like everybody was watching Contagion during the pandemic.
We all rented and watched virus movies anyway, so we might as well just watch a different one. But they didn't want to do that for a whole host of reasons. Next up is Hawkeye versus Doctor Strange, which is again a show.
It's a tough one for me.
Okay, why?
They're both really good, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like Doctor Strange is definitely one of the better Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed Hawkeye. I rewatched it this Christmas. It's a great show to rewatch. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be rewatching that like at least once a year. Every Christmas for a while.
Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, I'm sure it's something that's going to wear itself out, but I think I enjoyed it even more this time.
The swordsman stuff got on my nerves, but you don't really know the character, so it didn't bother you.
Yeah, I don't know the character, so the actor did a pretty good job playing that. Whatever they asked him to do, he did it. Mm-hmm. So it's a tough one. Yeah, what do you got? I'm still thinking.
I'm doing Doctor Strange.
You're doing Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Doctor Strange is a good movie. Hawkeye is also a good show. But if I had to pick them both together, I would pick Doctor Strange over Hawkeye.
You know what? I'm going to pick Hawkeye just to be different.
Mm. Oh, really?
Keep it fresh. Okay. Keep it fresh. Right. Yeah. I mean, they're both really good. It's hard to compare the two, but I really did enjoy watching Hawkeye again.
This is a tough one, and I understand and respect your decision because that was a really hard one to do.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Iron Man 2. Oh no, this is Iron Man 2 versus Black Widow. What you thinking?
I think I think actually Iron Man 2 is my least favorite out of the 3 Iron Man movies.
Wow, that's a crazy thought that you just had. When you pick Iron Man 2 over Black Widow, I don't know what
I'm not so sure I dug the villain in Iron Man 2.
If you looked at Iron Man 2,
what's his name?
He is. Well, this is interesting. They conflated. I think I talked about this. They conflated two villains. They put two villains together. It was the Whiplash, but they also connected him to the Russian Iron Man. I forget his name, but they combined two characters together, which is fine. It worked.
I don't think they ever even call him Whiplash.
They don't call him any name. They don't call him any.
Yeah.
No, but the character's name is amalgamation of another character, the villain. So it's fine.
And like the whole the racing scene, I don't know.
If you look at Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2, they both have the same story beats. They both have the same idea.
Yeah, and the exact same, like the villain is just a bigger version of cruder version of Iron Man.
It's hard not to do that in the Iron Man. They tried not to do that in Iron Man 3. I don't think it worked. I mean, in an Iron Man movie, you expect to have a guy in an iron suit. That when they don't have that,
I don't.
Well, that's you.
I don't. I expect Iron Man can fight anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, they didn't really establish superheroes and stuff as much in Iron Man 2. They didn't have superpowers all flying all over the place, so.
So what are you picking? What are you picking? This is an easy pick for me.
This is actually very difficult for me. I'm going to pick Iron Man 2, but I think Black Widow is probably better.
Yeah, I think you're wrong. You're wrong. Black Widow is better all around.
That's okay, but
Iron Man 2 is definitely, I think that's the weak point out of the 3 Iron Man movies. Now that we've talked about it, and you've even brought up the fact that they don't even have a real comic book villain.
I'm going to pick Iron Man 2.
They stuck a bunch of people in the blender, and that's the villain for Iron Man 2.
I'm going with my gut.
Yeah. You're wrong.
Okay.
That's Black Widow.
All
Black Widow's a good movie.
All right. Next up, we've got Ant-Man and the Wasp versus the What If series. Ant-Man and the Wasp versus the What If series. It's not really hard to pick.
Yeah. Do we even need to talk about this?
No, it's Ant-Man.
Of course it's Ant-Man, yeah.
But Ant-Man and the Wasp is not that great.
It's not that great, but it's up against What If. It's up against What If, though.
I only watched it once. I was like, eh.
Like, What If is definitely at the bottom of any ranking of the MCU.
We keep saying that, but I have a secret love for that show. I don't know why. I need to watch it again and be like, oh, this is terrible.
Watch it again, and that secret love of yours will shrivel and die.
Mm-hmm. All right, next up, we have Thor Ragnarok versus Spider-Man Far From Home. It's a good matchup.
It's a tough one. Yeah. Both not great movies.
Yeah, both of them have serious problems.
Right.
I've only watched. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I've only watched Spider-Man Far From Home one time, and I don't really feel like watching it ever again.
I mean, I've definitely rewatched it, but that may just be because, like, my son likes watching it.
I don't want to do that. I was just thinking how, I need to watch Spider-Man No Way Home again. Like, I need to watch that soon because it's so good.
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok's actually pretty good for me. I'm going to pick Thor Ragnarok on this one.
You know what? Everybody liked Thor Ragnarok when it came out, and I was like sitting on the sidelines. I was like, but it's like it's got problems in it. Yeah, and now after Love and Thunder, like I feel like I'm hearing everybody's complaints about Love and Thunder were the same complaints I had about Ragnarok.
No, that's actually really good feedback, and I actually think that if you think about Thor Ragnarok, that is as far as they should have went. And they did when they went to Love and Thunder, they went too far. So I think
opening scene of that movie is the best part of it, in my opinion. I'm definitely going with Far From Home.
Wow, that's a hard pick, and I don't think that's the right pick. But that's the pick you made, so that's okay.
I mean, it's Spider-Man. It's kind of like I was listening to somebody recently. It's kind of like as close as you get to Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man with the 3 Tom Holland movies. Mm-hmm. Really? You think?
What, No Way Home? Or Far From Home?
Yeah, No Way Home.
No Way Home is definitely...
Because he's doing it, but he's in Europe.
Yeah, no.
He can't swing between high skyscrapers. That's the big
Spider-Man
problem.
Far From Home is terrible, without a doubt. And there's like so many things going on with it that I wish they never made it. But I was actually worried about... I was worried about the franchise after that movie came out. I was like, this is not good.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
All right. We've got next up. So which ones have we disagreed with so far? You picked No Way Home, right? Just a second ago, Far From Home.
I picked Far From Home. I picked.
You picked Hawkeye.
I picked Black Widow. I picked Hawkeye.
We're way off, but that's fine. It's gonna be fun. Okay, next up. We've got. I'm not even going to talk about which one we should pick. It's Spider-Man No Way Home versus Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. That's the easy pick.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I'm. You're joking, and that's a funny joke.
I'm joking. Yeah.
I mean, I was sitting in bed. I couldn't sleep the other night, and I was thinking about Spider-Man movies, and like I do think you and I should watch the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans 1, 2, and 3. We should do
no
that.
doubt. Yeah, we should do that.
We should do that real soon. And but Spider-Man No Way Home is probably one of the best superhero movies ever made. It's up there in my list. I have actually. I got 5.
I give it lots of credit just for the audacity of that movie.
Yeah, it worked.
And it worked, but it's great. It's still not what I wanted.
No,
you know.
I know.
The last 5 minutes are what I wanted, or the last 2 minutes are what I wanted.
This movie, Spider-Man: No Way Home, is doing so many different things, and doing it so well.
I mean, I think it's
such a love story to Spider-Man.
I love it because I think it's setting us up for what I wanted. So I give it lots of props for that.
And like, I could talk about this all day, but it doesn't even come close. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 doesn't even come close to that quality of Spider-Man.
I mean, like before this, it was always huge when. In Doctor Who, you'd have like 2 doctors in an episode at the same time. But in this movie, you got 3 Spider-Man.
You got 3 Spider-Man. You have villains from all 3 movies.
2 decades.
Yeah,
2 decades worth of Spider-Man in the same movie.
You got villains from 5 different Spider-Man movies. I mean, come on, it's ridiculous how good that movie is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just silly. All right.
All right. So what do we do now? We go to the top right.
We move to the top right. We're moving to the top right. Right. Okay. All right, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy, the original one, versus Avengers: Infinity War. I know which one I have, but I'm curious what you go pick.
Guardians of the Galaxy, no question.
You're wrong, but that's okay.
It's one of the best movies in the MCU.
It's good, but okay. I don't know. It's fine. I mean, Infinity War is really, really good.
Do you ever actually rewatch Infinity War?
If I'm on a flight or a long trip or something, or if I have like 4 or 5 hours to kill, I'll download Infinity War. And no, I'm sorry, this isn't Infinity War. This is Endgame.
Even better. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Am I right on this? Hang on.
It's very small. It's hard to see. Let me see if I can zoom in.
We've already picked Infinity War.
It's Endgame.
It's definitely Endgame. What was Infinity War?
I don't think we hit it yet.
I'm trying to find out where it is.
I think it's down near the bottom.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. All right. So Endgame, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 is better than Endgame. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So we're in agreement on that one. Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Cool.
Oh, this is kind of a tough one.
Nah, it's not. It's Iron Man all day. Iron Man versus the Hulk. It's Iron Man.
Okay.
It's a much better movie.
The first two movies out of the MCU, though.
Yeah, it is actually, and
that's not random. Somebody set this bracket up.
You think so?
I mean, the first 2 movies of the MCU right next to each other.
Maybe I don't know. We got a couple of different picks, and the next two matchups. It kind of confirms your ideas about this. But Iron
Man all day.
Iron Man is better written. It has better action scenes. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. just carries that movie. The Hulk is.
Yeah.
I'll watch the Hulk if it's. I'll turn on the Hulk and watch it. It's fine. It's okay, but it's not like. I mean, the bad thing is if you have Disney Plus and you are just wanting to sit down and watch a Marvel superhero movie, you have so many choices. It's hard to pick the Hulk. Like, why are you picking that one? Like, of all the ones you can pick. You're picking that. It's like it's fine, but that's a weird pick to pick. And like I just want to mention, think about the Hulk and think about Avengers Endgame. Somehow superhero movies went from the Hulk to Endgame really, really fast. So that's just a compliment on the movies and being made and stuff like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Next up, we have...
This is what, Thor the Dark World? Or is it the first Thor?
This is the original Thor versus Loki series. This is easy. The first Thor is not good, Mike.
I mean, it's good.
No, it's not.
It's not as good as the Loki series, but it's good.
It's not even close to being as good as Loki series. Loki series is
directed by Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah, but he didn't really do a great job with it.
Yeah.
I mean, no, the first...
I definitely like the Thor movie better than most people.
But I think I talked about this already.
I prefer the first two Thor movies. I think
there hasn't been a good Thor movie. It really hasn't.
I prefer the first two.
I don't know if I like any of them.
I like Taika Waititi and everything else he's done, except for I think maybe directing Thor movies.
I don't care about Thor movies. I'm sick of kind of feel like I have to care when I don't. But the best.
Chris Hemsworth's really good in all of the ensemble movies.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. You put Thor in any of the other movies, he's great. But then he gets his own movies. It's like, and it's not Chris Hemsworth's fault. It's just they don't know how to write Thor.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Captain America: Civil War versus.
So we both picked Loki on that one.
Wait, hang on.
We both picked Loki.
Yeah, we both picked Loki. Yeah. This is actually a hard pick. Captain America: Civil War versus.
What happened to my bracket?
What's wrong? What? Did it break?
It's frozen.
Yeah, just redo it. Let's hit the refresh.
I can't hit the refresh. Oh, let's try this. I hope it doesn't break. Okay, thank goodness.
All right.
Now I just gotta close the 10 ads that show up.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, what do we got?
We got Captain America: Civil War versus Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This is hard.
I know what I'm picking. This is legitimately
the hardest. Hard. This is the hardest pick of all of them.
Yeah. All right. Walk us through it. What are you doing? What are you picking?
Captain America: The Winter Soldier is by some the best Marvel movie they've ever made. People love this movie. They love Captain America. They love all the different things.
Our YouTube video about Captain America: The Winter Soldier has the most views out of any of our stuff.
It's bizarre, the love for that movie, but people love it. Captain America: Civil War, I think, is a better movie. It's more fun. It introduces Spider-Man into the MCU. I love the ending when they fight Iron Man. I think it's fantastic.
That was pretty cool.
The ramifications of it is really good. I am going to pick Captain America: Winter Soldier.
I am also picking Winter Soldier. It may or may not be because I'm biased that we didn't get a true third Captain America movie. We were robbed.
That's debatable.
More
I don't know.
Chris Evans.
I don't know if that's accurate.
Instead, we got an Avengers movie.
I don't know if that's accurate what you're saying. But I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Yeah. All right, this is actually gonna be a hard one too because both these movies are mediocre. Captain Marvel versus Ant-Man.
What? Mediocre.
Yeah.
Ant-Man is one of the best movies out of the MCU.
I don't think so.
It is.
It's fine. It's fine.
It just is.
It's fine. It's okay.
Everybody agrees with me. You're wrong on that one.
I don't know. Both these movies are okay. I'm glad to do it. I think Ant-Man could have been better. I think Captain Marvel could have been better. I love Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, but I keep waiting. The last 10 minutes was what I wanted. Her being amazing. And I kept building up, and then we finally get it. And this kind of took too long. The movie never felt comfortable with giving her the power she should have had from the very beginning. They don't know what to do with it. It's a Superman complex. If you make a superhero as powerful as Superman, how do you even have a movie about him? And I mean, if you look at Superman, Man of Steel, he just destroys half of Metropolis. So I'm going to go with Ant-Man on this, but I mean, it could be either one. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. It's fine.
For all the reasons I've said over, like every chance I've ever had to talk about Ant-Man, it's Ant-Man. Could have been even better had they not annoyed Edgar Wright to the point that he walked off the project. But yeah, it's a good movie. One of the better ones out of the MCU. Could have been even more awesome, but what are you going to do?
Yeah. Oh my goodness!
Whoa!
I'm coughing off of your.
Was that Ant-Man? Was that Ant-Man?
Off of your Ant-Man love, so made me cough. All right.
Okay.
Captain America: The First Avenger versus Avengers: Age of Ultron. Easy one.
Captain America.
Easy. Yeah, 100%. We don't need to go into too much talk about this. Like Ultron had a ton of different problems. Thematically, the action scenes were good, but the movie just. Whenever you have a robot with lips, it's a problem. Like if you have a robot that has lips and he's talking like Ultron did, you've done something wrong.
I don't remember him having lips.
He has lips. He actually,
Okay.
he moves his lips. Not
Really?
sure why. Yeah, not sure why. He doesn't need to. Not sure why. Don't know. But whenever if you look at the Transformer movies, they all move their lips. So automatically it's like, this movie's not.
Yeah, that's true. Except for the Bumblebee movie, I don't think he had lips in that.
But one of them did. One of the Transformers in there did. So it's like, it's fine.
In Bumblebee, I think it's just Bumblebee, pretty much.
Yeah. No. Wait. Bumblebee has several different Decepticons and Autobots in it.
Are they?
You watched it.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thor: The Dark World versus the Eternals. This is easy.
It's kind of hard for me.
No, it's
actually.
not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Thor: The Dark World has one of the best battle scenes out of the MCU in it.
We have talked about that, and I agree. The last battle scene is actually really, really good. It's actually really, really fun to watch.
Yeah,
the hammer going
all over
the place.
A lot of
really great.
Marvel's take on the Norse mythology. You get to see a lot of that. I like that.
That's true. Especially compared to Thor: Love and Thunder, like what happened?
Yeah.
But Eternals for me, I think the story works. I think the directing is great. I think it's beautifully shot. I think the acting is really good. I think the action scenes are really tight. I'm going to pick Eternals on this one. It's just better than Thor: The Dark World. If we pick Thor: The Dark World over Eternals, I think we're just wrong. So.
I think you've convinced me, although my heart wants it to be Thor: The Dark World. Eternals is the better movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one are you picking? Eternals? Okay.
I'm going to go with Eternals.
All right.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Homecoming versus Avengers Infinity War. I want to know which one you pick.
I mean, it's Spider-Man Homecoming. Yeah. Easy pick.
Wrong. So wrong. Avengers Infinity War all day long.
I mean, you've got Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Vulture and Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
And his incredible portrayal of the Vulture.
No one's ever said his incredible portrayal. I think he did.
Well, I'm thinking more about his portrayal of the character that becomes the Vulture.
Yeah, I think he did.
Him as a man, not the Vulture suit.
Yeah, and no one's at home with a big Vulture poster on their wall, be like, "Man, I can't wait for them to make a really good Vulture movie." Like,
right.
Nobody can.
No, just like man, that scene in the car where he's driving.
Good. Yeah.
He's driving Peter Parker. That's just an awesome scene.
It's fantastic. It's a shame that that Sony was going to try to make a whole thing around that, and they just couldn't do it. It's really funny.
Yeah,
I'm picking Avengers Infinity War.
You're going with the Infinity War?
It's Avengers Infinity War. You saw that movie. Okay, we have Thanos using the first of all, they have the Infinity Gauntlets in the movie, so that automatically makes it amazing. But there's a scene where Thanos uses the Infinity Gauntlet to pull chunks of the moon down on Iron Man and blows up a planet. Okay? That wasn't in Spider-Man Homecoming.
I don't remember that.
Well, you don't remember that?
But do you remember the traffic lights in that car scene?
What traffic lights? What?
Where Michael Keaton's face is like green and red, depending on the traffic lights, and it like corresponds with his emotions that are taking place during that scene.
What? This isn't an art class. This is a superhero movie. All right,
dude. I'm into like any. You don't get a whole lot of this in Marvel movies, so when you do, it really stands out for me. I love stuff like that.
I feel you on that, but it's going to be Avengers Infinity War all day long.
All right, for you,
for me, for everyone, for the world. All right, go back up to the left. We got get to the semifinals.
All right,
kind of. All right, we have Shang-Chi versus WandaVision.
No, I've got Shang-Chi versus Iron Man 3.
Shang-Chi wins.
Iron Man 3?
Yeah, but Shang-Chi wins. Come on.
Is it 2 or 3?
It's Iron Man 3.
Okay. Shang-Chi wins.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. Come on. Let's not even have to spend much time here. Shang-Chi's a great, great movie. I will rewatch Shang-Chi.
So Shang-Chi wins over WandaVision for you?
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
Okay.
We have Black Panther versus, for me, I have Black Panther versus Doctor Strange.
And I've got Black Panther versus Hawkeye.
Black Panther beats Doctor Strange all day.
Yeah.
Does Black Panther beat Hawkeye?
I don't know, but I think so. I think I'm going with Black Panther on that one.
Mm-hmm. Good call. 100%. Yeah. The first Black Panther movie is great.
I mean, I'm gonna watch Hawkeye a heck of a lot more than I'm ever gonna watch the first Black Panther, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, 100%. All right, we got Iron Man 2 versus Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I have Black Widow versus Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is a tough call.
For me, it's Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah? Why?
It's better than Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 is not great, but Ant-Man 2 edges
I agree with you there.
Edges it out with some of the storytelling and the comedy, some of the stuff they're working with. Paul Rudd is good in this. So, and plus, don't forget that Ant-Man and the Wasp came out right after Infinity War, so it kind of gave us a little preview of Endgame. So
yeah, Ant-Man. If you had to pick between Black Widow and Ant-Man and the Wasp, what would you do?
I don't have to do that because I didn't pick that. I would pick probably Black Widow. Right, Black Widow.
I'm going with Black Widow. With Black Widow.
Black Widow's better than Ant-Man and the Wasp, 100%. Yeah. All right, I've got Thor Ragnarok versus Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home beats that, and like I'm telling you right now, I already know what movie's going to beat this bracket.
Man, I've got Spider-Man versus Spider-Man. This is a tough one. So I've got No Way Home versus...
It's not tough. It's Spider-Man No Way Home.
Is it Far From Home? Oh, it's No Way Home versus...
yes, Far From Home versus No Way Home.
I got Far From Home versus No Way Home.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's No Way Home.
No Way Home. Okay, yeah. That's easy.
All right. Back over to the right. I've got Avengers Endgame versus Iron Man. This is a very tough call for me. I will have to pick Iron Man.
Top right?
Mm-hmm. That's for mine. Yeah, you pick Guardians of the Galaxy.
But how? Oh, something weird happened. Okay. Mine is showing Hulk for the first two brackets. I don't know why.
I don't know either.
So I've got Guardians of the Galaxy versus Iron Man. It's a tough one, dude.
No, it's not.
Iron Man set everything off, but that first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, man, that was
don't you do special. It? Don't do it.
Something special.
Don't bring Guardians of the Galaxy to this last fight because they're going to lose anyway. So why even bring them over there? Bring a movie that you know will compete with this other movie. Is Guardians of the Galaxy better than Shang-Chi?
I'm not trying to set up fights. I'm just trying to find out what's the best. And right now I'm talking about Guardians of the Galaxy and Iron Man. That's a tough call, man.
It's a tough call. You got to pick one.
Ugh.
These hard decisions are why you get paid so well, Mike.
That's right. That's why we get the big bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with it's.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, dude. It's ridiculous. That's a crazy decision.
You don't even know what I was going to say.
You're going to pick Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was going to say I was going to go with Iron Man.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the right call. That's the correct call. Thank you. Are we done?
We're done on that one.
Okay, good. Oh, this is easy. So I've got Loki, the TV series, versus Captain America, Winter Soldier. On my end.
Same here.
So Captain America, Winter Soldier all day long for me.
Yep.
Yeah. Even though Loki's great, it doesn't compete for Winter Soldier.
Right. I mean, it's hard. You know, these are TV shows versus movies. You know?
Yeah, but it's like, come on. If you had to watch a couple episodes of Loki versus the whole movie of Captain America, Winter Soldier, you'll pick Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Right.
It's easy. All right. Ant-Man versus Captain America, the First Avenger. This is easy for me.
Oh my God, this is hard.
Yeah, you tell me what you're going to pick. I'm not going to tell you what.
This is really hard. Ant-Man versus the First Avenger.
Do remember that the guy who directed Captain America, the First Avenger, also directed the Rocketeer. So,
right,
you have to really think about that.
Now, the first time when I saw Captain America, the First Avenger in the movie theater, I did not enjoy it at all. It was only when I rewatched it later at home that I started to like that movie.
Captain America: The First Avenger is a really, really good superhero movie, and I'm going to have some hard decisions to make soon because it's starting to come down to some really good movies. Some of these will not make it, but some of these.
Now, Ant-Man was,
oh my gosh,
a home run. First viewing, second viewing, third viewing. It's a good movie. So hard.
You gotta make the hard choices, man.
This is so hard. It's harder doing these brackets than just ranking things.
Yeah, because
I'm not only am I choosing which of these is better, I'm knocking out. I'm potentially knocking out Captain America or Ant-Man. I don't like that. All right, I'm gonna go with Captain America.
Good call. You did the right thing, even though it was very difficult. All right, the Eternals versus Avengers: Infinity War. That's my pick. That's me. That's my side. You picked.
I've got the same thing, but mine was showing up blank there for some reason.
I am picking Avengers: Infinity War still. Eternals is good. Not as good.
Oh wait, you've got Avengers: Infinity War. I of course have Eternals versus Spider-Man.
You know what? If Eternals is better than Spider-Man, but it's not better than Infinity War. So that's really if Eternals got picked next to Spider-Man,
but Spider-Man: Homecoming with
Infinity
Michael
War.
Keaton in it,
huh?
I got Eternals versus Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Spider-Man: Homecoming is better than Eternals. 100%.
Yeah.
So I would pick Spider-Man on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Spider-Man.
But Spider-Man: Homecoming is not better than Avengers: Infinity War. So it's an interesting mix from that.
I believe it is.
It's not. All right, back to the left. Oh, this is where it gets really, really hard, Mike. This is going to get really, really hard. This is a hard one. Just looking at this one.
It's hard for me to close these ads.
This breaks my heart here. I've got Shang-Chi versus Black Panther. This is
this is a hard one, yeah.
Without Black Panther, there wouldn't have been a Shang-Chi because Marvel proved that you could have a movie like this that highlights some diversity.
Non-white superhero characters
but Shang-Chi did it.
Title character.
Man, this is so hard.
I think that Shang-Chi,
oh my gosh,
did a better job of following the trail blazed by Black Panther.
I am going to pick Black Panther. Even though this was extremely, extremely difficult. Shang-Chi is just a tiny bit.
What gave Black Panther the edge for you?
Just there's this small moment at the end where he's fighting Killmonger and he's Killmonger's still alive and they're both like staring at the sunset. Like that's like a very poignant moment for me with that one. And also just like the idea that Black Panther has to make these hard decisions because he's king now and stuff like that is just really, really tough. But Shang-Chi too, that is such a hard pick, man. Like both of them are almost just as good as the other one. I'm picking, but because Black Panther was first and because they did so well, you know what? Shang-Chi would beat Wakanda Forever, hands down.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So I'm picking Black Panther.
Speaking of, why the heck was Wakanda Forever in here?
No. So this isn't all. So yeah, nope.
Man, we're gonna have to redo this.
Yeah, we can do it again.
Yeah. We're gonna have to do another double challenge.
I feel good about that. All right.
Okay. All right. So I've got up next. I have Black Widow versus Spider-Man: No Way Home.
What? That's a mess. That's a crazy pick, dude. I don't know what you're gonna pick. Good luck.
I'm gonna pick Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's where it should be.
Yeah. What do you got?
I had Ant-Man and Wasp versus Spider-Man No Way Home, and I picked Spider-Man No Way Home instantly.
So right.
It's not even difficult. All right.
Okay.
This is not hard for me.
Top right.
Iron Man versus Captain America: Winter Soldier. It's really simple. It's Iron Man. It's Captain America for me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Iron Man.
No.
Yeah, I agree. It's Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah. And I also have Captain America: The First Avenger versus.
And everybody listening agrees too.
Yeah.
There might be one person that doesn't, but
I'm really. I can already see what's going to happen. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for some people to deal with, but it's okay. I got Captain America: The First Avenger versus Infinity War, and Captain America beats him all day long. So Infinity War is great, but the first Captain America is really, really good. So can't beat that.
So I've got the first Captain America versus Spider-Man. Man, I can't with these. Spider-Man Homecoming. So it's Captain America.
Yeah, 100%. Even though Spider-Man Homecoming is really good, Captain America's better.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so hard. On my left, I have Black Panther versus Spider-Man No Way Home.
And I have Shang-Chi versus Spider-Man No Way Home.
On my right, I have Captain America versus Captain America.
Samesies.
All right, so this isn't hard for me. Spider-Man No Way Home is a better movie, hands down. But I would actually, I would say that if I had to rank, Spider-Man No Way Home and Black Panther would be in my top 4. So it's not that difficult to pick Spider-Man No Way Home here. It's just a better movie than Black Panther all day long.
I've got Shang-Chi versus Spider-Man No Way Home. If not for the sheer audaciousness and being able to pull it off, I would give this to Shang-Chi. I think overall, it's probably a better movie, but it wasn't reaching as far and it didn't get as far.
No. I mean, think about it. Which movie feels like it's an opera where at the very end it's just like you went through a movie experience? It's Spider-Man No Way Home. It's like Spider-Man No Way Home is doing that summer blockbuster thing so well. And Shang-Chi's good. Black Panther's good, but not like Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yep. All right, so now we got Cap versus Cap.
I have to pick Captain America: Winter Soldier, even though Captain America: First Avenger might even be more fun for me to watch. Captain America: Winter Soldier has still got a lot going on. It's really good, so I'm picking that.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same. I'm doing the same.
All right, so we both have the same movie at the end, which I knew was going to happen. So we've got Spider-Man No Way Home versus Captain America: Winter Soldier. This actually feels like these two movies should be head to head as far as which one's better. I feel like this is a proper bracket. It worked out well. I think we made the right decisions. There's not no Ant-Man here. There's no Black Widow here. There's no Doctor Strange here. Like, come on. There's no, there's none of, it's just like two heavyweight movies.
Ant-Man's a top 5 movie, though, in my opinion. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Spider-Man No Way Home, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Both these movies are highly loved by fans. Both of these movies were super massive blockbusters. Great acting, great special effects, great storytelling. I have always had a few issues with Winter Soldier, and I'm going to tell you 3 of them right now. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, let's hear it.
I never liked Scarlett Johansson's wig in this movie.
Was this her short hair?
No, this is her long, stringy, weird hair.
Oh, it's like really curly.
No, it's not really curly.
Oh,
it's
okay.
flat and straight. I never liked it. I never liked how they sexualized her in this movie. I thought it was unneeded, uncalled for. They didn't need to do it. I didn't like some of all the different scenes with Scarlett Johansson in this movie. They never really knew what to do with her, but they had to have her in the movie, and she was fine, but she wasn't great. But when you saw like the Falcon fly, fantastic. The Falcon's flying scene in Winter Soldier is the best of any of the movies ever after that. I love the fight scene with Cap and the Winter Soldier. I love the emotional connections between the two characters.
Right.
But the Scarlett Johansson stuff in this movie weighs it down. Does Spider-Man No Way Home have anything to weigh it down like this? No, they do not. That movie has nothing to weigh it down. There's nothing in that movie where I have to look away. There's nothing in that movie where I'm bored. There's nothing in that movie where I'm like, I wish they didn't do this. Spider-Man No Way Home has nothing like that. It is a clean cut of Wagyu beef perfectly seared.
Does the premise of Spider-Man No Way Home make sense?
Yeah.
Is that something that Doctor Strange would have done?
Yeah.
He would?
Yeah, he does stupid stuff all the time.
Okay.
I already know. I already know the movie that won the bracket. I knew this from when I started watching. When I started this, I knew what movie it was going to be. It's not hard to do. Right? We already know, right?
So you already, Man, right? Or no, I mean Captain America.
No, and Mike, you know which one you did. Like, you're not going to pick Winter Soldier over No Way Home.
I kind of want to.
It's wrong. You're just doing it because I don't know why you're doing it, but it's not the right decision.
I feel like. So here's my deal. I liked Spider-Man No Way Home, but I give it so many points for just trying to do what it did and doing it. If it hadn't done that, I mean, I don't know. If it hadn't done that, I don't know what the story would have been, But was it that great of a movie without, like, let's say the word gimmick applies to this movie. Was it that great of a movie without that gimmick?
Has anyone ever done this before? No. And that's not a gimmick. It's not a gimmick. It's not a gimmick. It's not a gimmick.
I hear. I want to say it's a gimmick, but it's more than a gimmick.
Could another movie do this again? That would be a gimmick. If another movie did it again,
right. You're right.
That's a gimmick. Right. This is the first time where you have different movie studios, different.
If they did this with Batman in the DC universe, that would be a gimmick.
That would be not only a gimmick, but we all would say, "Oh, they did the same thing." Like, they can't do that again. I know.
Right? Yeah. You can't have Val Kilmer and George Clooney.
Nobody's going to want to do that.
And anyway. Henry Cavill in a movie together.
None of those guys are going to want to do that. Wait, Henry who?
Cavill?
He's Superman, dude. Henry Cavill.
Oh, whatever. I don't know. It was Ben Affleck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get their excellent casting.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
This is controversial. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Ben Affleck is probably my favorite Batman.
What?
He is. I love him. I love him in Batman. I do. When I see Ben Affleck as Batman,
that is the worst, dude. Care. That's the worst.
I don't care.
Why is he your favorite Batman?
I can
That's
have
the
a favorite
worst.
Batman. It's not like some kind of weird rule where you have to have the same thing everybody else has. I can have my.
But
favorite.
There's absolutely no reason for him to be your favorite. What's the reason?
Love it. He connects to me. I just love it. I think.
Why? How does he connect?
For some reason, he just really does.
His armor's stupid.
I don't know, man.
It's Ben Affleck. It doesn't work.
I don't care. You know what?
Is it because it doesn't work? Is that what you like about it?
No, as a podcaster for a comic book show, I kind of feel like I need to justify it, but I just don't. I can't. so I can't justify it. I just love him as Batman. I think he's good. Anyway, okay, thank you. We did it. Bracket fights has been completed. We both had the same one that won.
Spider-Man. No Way Home.
Yes, exactly. Without any doubt.
It's so hard to remember the names of those movies.
Not really. They say it in the thing.
I mean, Michael Keaton's the best Batman.
No, that's not true. Anyway,
you really give me one reason why Ben Affleck's a good Batman.
I really can't. I can't explain it. I just like him I just like him.
He's not good.
I don't care. I think he's great.
It's bad.
Whatever.
It's bad. I mean, the Lego Batman is way better than Ben Affleck.
And I'll say you this right now. I like Henry Cavill is a great Superman. He's not my favorite Superman, but he's a great Superman. Anyway, that is our
Brandon Routh was robbed.
We definitely have to do this again because stuff's missing. So we have to figure that out.
Yeah, we need to. I think we do a tier list next. Now, is that our next episode, or are we going to do something else?
I think a tier list.
Is there anything? Yeah, go ahead.
I think a tier list next episode is going to be good. I think a tier list, and you know what? I kind of secretly figured out how to record my screen too at the same time as audio. So maybe we can record both screens. We can see how that works.
Is there something else that you should be telling people as we get prepared for Quantumania?
Well, a new trailer just came out, so we're going to talk about that in some more detail, I think. But nothing new right now. It's got I'm waiting for a nice third trailer because both trailers didn't really show me anything now super interested in. Besides MODOK's in it, which I think's
we got a new character in the latest trailer.
And MODOK's in it, which is really interesting. But other than that, nothing really for the fans.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of the character from the Captain America movies.
They have similar origins. So Amon Zola and MODOK are kind of in the same origin bracket. And there's something about big head characters where Marvel has a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them actually. So there's a few.
Okay.
But 4-8, that was great, Mike. I'm glad we at the end agreed on the same movie. I'm glad you did that. Yeah. Real quick, I want to give a shout out. If people follow me on Mastodon, I really appreciate it. But I posted this.
Go ahead.
What? Should I what?
No, go ahead. Do your shout out.
Yeah, so if people follow me on Mastodon, you might have seen that I posted a picture of a trade paperback that I got the other day. I went to Philly. I went to a comic book shop. I forget the name of the comic book shop, I should say.
Oh, this is like an X-Men.
Yeah, this is House of X. It's the trade comic that collects House of X issues 1 through 6 and Powers of X issues 1 through 6. I cannot recommend this enough. If you have not read this yet, please do so. It is fantastic. Mike, I got this yesterday. I finished it already. I read it.
How many pages is it?
It's like the whole trade paperback.
Yeah.
At least 200-300, maybe 300 pages.
Whoa. Wow. Okay.
It is fantastic.
You read that in one day.
It's not hard because it's a comic book, but still, it is. I can't express how good this is. Like when I was reading it, I was like just thinking, like, is this really? It's someone who took the toys of the X-Men and played with them to the point where it's an art form. Like they just did whatever. Like, Marvel said, "Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want," and he did it, and it's just really, really good. The writer is Jonathan Hickman. He's done a lot of good stuff with Marvel. People love his stuff with this series and with the characters. It has philosophy in it. It has politics in it. It has sabotage in it. Of course, it has like superhero stuff in it, but it has like just everything you could possibly want from a comic book, and it's approachable. I can't say that enough. I don't do that often, but definitely if you need something to read, pick up House of X. Power of X is a trade paperback. It's really good. It's worth the time. It's worth the effort.
Is there a main character to this, or would you say it's like a true ensemble?
It's a true ensemble book. The story behind it is about Professor X, Magneto, and Mara McTaggart deciding that
I've never even heard of that person.
She's probably the most important character in the book.
Okay.
It's about those three deciding that all the mutants of the planet need to have a home, and how they do that, and how they decide to create a place where all mutants get to live. This all the stuff behind that. So it's worth to read. Definitely pick it up. Anyway, there you go.
Sounds cool.
So Mike, we got a lot going on. We're going to do a tier list next week. We're probably going to start watching the original Spider-Man movies, which I'm actually pretty excited about.
Yeah, that'll be good.
We got Ant-Man and the Wasp coming up soon. How can people share this with their friends and family so they can listen to it?
We talk a lot about sharing this stuff. Hit the share button right now. Share it with your friends and family. But also, do other things too. If you're listening in Apple Podcasts right now, you can rate us and you can review us. We would really appreciate both of those things. If you're listening with Overcast, there's a star button that you can hit. I don't remember what you can do in Spotify. Jay, do you remember what you can do in Spotify right now?
No idea. Don't use Spotify.
There's something. You can do something. You can give us a thumbs up or a star or a heart or something. Maybe you can poke us there. I don't know. But do whatever you can do. And however you're listening to this, we'd really appreciate it. It helps spread the word. It helps our podcast show up in all the listings. It doesn't take you a whole lot of effort. We spent over an hour recording this. Take a minute and give us a thumbs up or a review or a star or a heart or whatever. We'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, and again, If you're on Mastodon, I am very active on Mastodon because it's a much more pleasurable experience than Twitter.
Yeah.
So yeah, hit us up and like if you want to have a direct line to us to ask us direct questions about comic books, get on Mastodon, ask us some questions. We will get on there and Mike will answer it instantaneously. I will get back to you in a couple days because I'm lazy.
Right. Yeah, we're at Super Sideshow on Mastodon. From there, you can find both Jay and my's accounts. So,
Yep.
Yep.
All right,
And we'll see you next time for our tier list rankings.